no problem.
Okay, sorry guys.
Nope, not a big deal.
It's really starting to pour outside. I hope we don't lose power.
Yeah, it was thundering here earlier.
Mm-mm.
I still have sunshine, so rainbows, as far as I'm concerned, is what's going on right now.
That's weird. Usually your neck of the woods has just got a black cloud that constantly looms over.
I mean, it does, like permanently, but in this particular instance, there's a little ray of sunshine, just a teeny bit.
You live in Gotham City?
How did you know?
It's a pretty
Okay.
good analogy.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
All right.
Adam, I think I'm connected to you.
Okay. Everybody else have their player up and going? Okay, yeah, sounds like it. Okay, so we're gonna launch some fun sounds, or what I hope is fun sounds. I don't know. It may not be fun sounds. We need we need a port town. Let's go back. Yeah, let's do that one. And the market. Let's turn on the market. Oh, pigs. That is a loud town. Woo! I had to turn that son of a gun down on my end. I apologize that
It's kind
blew
of like
up anybody else's eardrums, but if you see blood trickling down my neck here, it's no problem. It's just normal D&D stuff.
it's like a riot.
It does sound like a riot, doesn't it? It's supposed to be the market. Oh, angry crowd. Let's turn angry crowd off.
At the floor of the stock market?
Sounds like
Oh,
a blood sport arena.
I know, right?
Yeah, same thing.
There we go. We turned the angry crowd off. Now it should just be like a busy market. All right. So D&D Waterdeep, Dragon Heist, Chapter 2, Part 3 today, guys. Part 3. Last time, the party decided to split up and go 3 different ways to try to figure out what you needed to do as far as getting into the individual guilds. Some of you wanted to go needed to go clothes shopping, and the other group decided to just mingle and chat with the locals around the tavern proper. So Adnan and Tegan went bar hopping to try to figure out what the ins and outs of the liquor guild is. We got completely smashed off of bacon bourbon. May or may not have potentially recruited a bartender to work at the Troll Skull Manor Inn or Tavern whenever it gets up and running. Definitely hinted at the possibility of it before they went back to the Troll Skull Manor proper and decided to snuggle up into each other and passed out. Doug and Zeradol went to different local shops around Troll Skull Manor. The herbalist shop, as well as the blacksmithing shop. At the herbalist shop, there was a request for help. If you ever find yourself on the mountains where the waterfalls are, is a particular colored flower that would be of benefit should you find yourselves there. And then over at the Stem and Steel, the blacksmith, we had our friend Doug do a little dance and a twirl for the gentlemen who run and own it, as well as strip down to his nothings in the hopes that they're going to stud up his leather chaps, leather armor. Yeah, it's fun. And then we had Kaylin and Portia go to different clothing stores. One that just basically flat out refused to let them in. Another one, they found the owner dead in. As far as they were able to tell, it was natural causes. And then the last one, where they walked into, learned a little bit how things go before being led up to the second floor to meet the madam that runs the place. And the Fashion Treasures was kind of an all-in-one stop shop for preparing yourself for an evening of formal wear. If you all recall, good old Doug received a magical paper bird that had a message on it and some tickets to go to the opera that night. Tegan received a message in his mind of a woman he tried to forget and was briskly reminded how much he doesn't like her. A little mission from her as well to go to the mountain and get some information from somebody who lives in one of the caves up there. And I believe the people that run the blacksmith did mention something also from the mountain. Where's their shipment? So what we will do is we will start off with the girls going upstairs. I wish I had a good sound for like a clothes shop, like a fancy. I don't even know. But we're going to turn this off because you guys are not in the middle of the street. So going up the stairs, you're led up to the second floor, where Jason tells you, opens up the door, leads you in. The second floor is full of different fabrics that are on display to be chosen from. There's quite a few people that are just here looking around already, so you're not alone. There's a couple attendants that are up there helping the customers just kind of look around and browse. And in the far back towards the right-hand side of the shop is a dark wood countertop that has a large book on it, and behind there is a black woman. And Jason says that back there is Jasmine Aluna, and you're going to want to talk to her about this evening's attire that you all need.
Okay, so I guess we'll head back and talk to Miss Luna. You said Luna or Aluna?
Aluna, 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 and it's Jasmine, not Jasmine. Jasmine.
Make that mistake, I'm guessing.
Jason has enunciated it clearly a few times, so take that for however you want.
Okay. So, you ready, Portia? Oh, sorry. You ready, Portia?
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it. This is your deal. I don't know what to say. I'll just put my foot in my mouth.
Okay. So, hello, Miss Aluna?
Okay.
Might we have a moment of your time?
So as you're walking over to her,
Oh.
getting a better look at the room itself, kind of just looking in general just around. The floor is a hardwood, probably polished or waxed recently as far as the shine of the lights, and looking around, there are multiple sconces as well as a giant chandelier in the center part of the room that hangs down a little bit, and they all protrude some sort of flame. But again, it's a smokeless flame.
Okay.
Uh, as you get past where like the bolts of the materials are, you have to kind of go off to the right to where the desk is proper. You can see where there are shelves and shelves full of just different materials needed for tailoring in general. But there are shoes, there are accessories. Like this seems to be a lot for display with some materials on hand for final adjustments, not necessarily where everything is made. The shelvings are also made of a dark wood, almost like they have like a red tinge to them. Whether that's some sort of stain or how the wood just naturally is, neither of you would know. But getting over to Jasmine proper, looking at her, she appears to be some sort of drainage. Is that the right word? I don't remember. I don't know. She seems to be elf in some way, shape, or form. She has the typical elven pointed ears, but different than what I guess what players would consider an elf to be. She is a dark-skinned elf. She's not. She's not dark black, but she would be more like a hot chocolate that's got a bunch of milk in it. How it's kind of like a cream black chocolate mix. Her eyes are solid purple, and she's got these eyebrows that just point up, as a typical of one of the versions of elves that there are, and her hair is a very vibrant white, and it's kind of shrink down for the camera. It's kind of spun up to like a top, almost like a cone, but it's got different. Yes, beehive. Thank you. It's got different. It's got like a netting that's over it, and in the netting there is gold filigree, pearls, different gemstones that just kind of hold the hive, I guess, together. One gemstone comes down to the middle of her forehead, which is a green stone, and then some of them kind of fall back and around to the back of her head and her shoulders. She's wearing a very elegant, dark, I would say a dark plum dress that is very, very fitting. And she's a well endowed woman, a very plump woman, but holds herself in such a way that's not what you see when you look at her. She's got a bit of a tummy. She's got a bit of extra on her, but she carries herself and wears it so well that none of that matters. But just for your visual representation, so not your typical elf, not your, they're not the, sorry to say, skinny bitches that you would typically think of whenever you hear an elf. This is an actual, real person who exists in the world, not a Barbie doll. But yeah, you approach the counter, and when what you see in the books, in the giant book, is just different orders, different completion dates, and she looks up, sees you, and goes, "Ha! Welcome! Hello! 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 What can I do for you, lovely ladies, today?"
Well, hi. My name is Kaylin, and this is my friend Portia, and we got an invite to go to the Lightsinger Theater this evening with our friends.
Wow!
We were told this is the place to come before we have to get formal clothes, and
Oh my
I'm
gosh!
familiar with that.
Who told you to come here?
Who told? Well, Jason said to come here, and to be honest, we've had pretty bad luck. This was the last place we tried, not because we didn't want to, but it was just the last of the order we traveled. And we've had some really, really bad luck along the way. One place wouldn't even let us in the door, and the other place had a dead woman there.
Oh
And we had to
my
find the dead
goodness.
body, which,
A dead woman?
yeah,
Wow. Like,
me
was
was
she
shocked.
murdered?
I don't know. It looked like natural causes to me. I'm no
Where
expert.
was it? Where did you go?
Some little place over there.
It doesn't matter. Say it again.
What was it?
The gray suit.
Oh, the gray suit. Oh, the little gnome woman's dead?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that's bad news. Poor woman. You give me just a second, and she kind of scrolls something in the air, and there's a flash of an arcane energy. Are either of you proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
No?
Me.
Okay. No idea what she did then. But
Does it look like any spells?
um,
Look like prestidigitation or
no,
recognize?
it looks more advanced than what you currently have access to. So, and it's not the same
Types
as
of arcane?
it's not the same kind of arcane as what you do. So, but there was when the whatever she drew in the air flashed, her eyes kind of flashed as well, and she goes, "Okay, now down to business. You ladies are going to the opera tonight.
Yeah.
Wow,
We just got the invite late last night.
that is amazing. Okay, tell me your thoughts. How you going? What do you want? What can I do to help?
Well, I'm meeting some gentleman named. Do we know his name? I can't remember. Miranda, do we know his name? Mert. Yeah, Mert. We're meeting Mert, and he somehow knows us from our friend Renar. So
You know Renar?
yeah, we
How do you know Renar?
friends introduced us. Yeah.
How do you know him? He's like my favorite customer. How do you know him?
Well, he came into my parents' healing shop and with some of these other people we met and caused a bunch of chaos. Not Renar. Renar was fine, but it was just I've only met him once.
I can't believe you know Renar. That's amazing. Small world. Small world. You know Renar. Okay. So, is it just you two lovely ladies? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hair? We got to do hair, obviously. Shoes. You need good shoes. Oh my gosh. Earrings, necklaces, some more dangerous accessories, maybe. Girl's got to defend herself. Am I right? I know I'm right.
Yeah, that's more her thing, but okay. There's a few gentlemen who would hopefully be accompanying us. Up to 4. I think let me count here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because Kate's not going.
Yeah, Kate's
Dangerous accessories. Yeah. What kind of dangerous accessories?
I don't know. Like, what kind of dangerous accessories do you need, girl?
I don't know. It depends on what you got.
I mean, I have a lot of things. I mean, you gotta give me some idea. First of all, everybody knows accessories go with the dress, so you got to pick out the dress first. Obviously, everything else goes with the dress, the hair, the makeup. I mean, it all goes to the dress first. So come on, let's see. Let's see. We got a blonde and a what? I never got a description of Portia, so I don't know what the fuck Portia looks like. What does Portia look like?
She's got brown hair and it's got the front braids, kind of like dwarven style, even though she's a halfling.
So like down like here?
Probably about chin length,
Okay.
but like the front 2 ends are like braided.
Okay.
She's a little stockier, where people mistake her for a dwarf. And she's probably, of course, she's wearing chainmail, and she's probably looks tan, like her complexion's tannish,
Okay.
and she's got, I'd say, gray eyes.
Hmm. Okay. So, girls, I don't see any gentlemen with you. It's hard to do my job without them. Do you have something like measurements or something at least?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have our measurements.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay. And do we know? Do you girls know what style? I mean, I have so much to look at. Do you,
For the gentleman or for us?
for the boys aren't here. Nobody cares about them. You girls.
Yeah,
Well,
oh, Portia, what do you want?
well, I just need something sensible, and but classy, obviously. Black, totally. Um, Nothing too over the top, but something enough to get into the theater.
So black, sensible, classy. Okay. Okay. I think we have something that would work for you.
Awesome.
And for you?
I want something that where I can walk in that room and make a statement.
She wants to make a
Classy,
statement.
Don't-
beautiful, elegant.
Don't you already make a statement?
Well, I try not to, but I can't help it. But in this case, I think it's important to make a statement. That
Okay.
way, if the eyes are on me, they may not be on my friends as much. Which
Okay,
Is probably a good
okay.
thing.
So black and statement. Okay. Okay. Got some ideas. Got some ideas going. Black and statement. All right. All right. And what are we doing for the boys?
Simple, formal attire. You know.
So the boys are boring, is what you're telling me.
Did the boys ever say anything they wanted? I think one of them wanted purple.
Yes, they did.
One of them wanted yellow.
Yellow. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's the shorter one, I believe.
Nope, he's not. Your notes are terrible at that one.
Oh shoot! Well, that wasn't my notes. I haven't got to the notes yet. For some reason, I thought Zeradol wanted the yellow.
Nope. Tegan wanted the yellow.
No,
Tegan.
yellow.
Oh, I was way
Tegan
off.
wanted yellow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Doug wanted a mixture of like grays and blacks,
Mhm.
and we never did get an answer out of Zeradol or Adnan.
Zeradol said he didn't care, whatever you guys thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anything about your conversation. I don't remember anything about your conversation with Adnan. I think Adnan was kind of the same.
So for sure, we know
I think
that
Adnan was like,
yellow.
buy me something on the clearance rack that'll fit so we're not wasting so much money.
Essentially,
Most of it was simple. Except we got one guy who wants to have a little bit of yellow in his. So
Okay. All right, so
so probably just more of a traditional formal wear.
Mhm.
Except for one guy wants some splashes of yellow, another guy wants some splashes of gray, and the other two don't really care.
black and gray and yellow, with a black dress and a dress that makes a statement.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
are we going with full yellow for Tegan, or are we going with like black and yellow?
You want to turn him into
Black
a
and yellow.
bumblebee?
I don't know. Didn't know he wanted a splash of yellow. I didn't know if he wanted full yellow.
Only if
I-
you're gonna be, a little monkey, then yeah, I'll go full yellow.
How
Well,
how
you have to be
curious!
tall.
How curious that is.
That's awesome. Okay,
I
so
don't think
splash of yellow.
Full
So it
yellow
sounds-
with a splash of yellow, like maybe like the vest yellow or the
Yeah.
shirt
or the
yellow.
little poofy part.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know. Men's
when does the opera start?
Tonight,
Like 6 or 7.
6 or 7. We'd obviously want to be ready a little on the earlier side, so we have time, so we're not rushed. Don't want to rush this.
So it starts at 6 or 7. Like we kind of need to know so that we know when to get here.
Let's just assume 6 to be safe.
Well, that means your boys need to be here so we can start all this now.
Okay.
We need about. I mean, the boys will probably be quick, but you girls, let's be honest, not so much. So, uh, I'm sure Jason told you, but this is a full service establishment, which means we start with washing, and then we do the dress. We pre wear the dresses, and then while you girls are getting makeup done, the dresses are corrected to fit and nipped where they need to be nipped. And then we have a small, just a little something to put in your belly, so you're not bloated or anything. And then the final fitting, and then on your way with makeup and everything else done. So if you are saying 6, it's a little. Let me check my sundial. A little after noon now. That means if it starts at 6, you would need to leave here sooner. So, like an hour, you would need to be back with your guys if you think it starts at 6.
Well, Jason did say that the latest we could start was the 4th bell past noon.
Well, that
Do we have
sounds like the show doesn't start until 8 then.
8. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I apologize. I got the time wrong.
Well, in that case, yeah, 4 o'clock. 4th bell afternoon. I have ideas. You're going to love them. They're going to be great. Yeah, we kind of need the boys so we could do everything from the top bottom. Once you girls see the dresses that I have in mind, then we can do some maybe accessories, and kind of tie everything together once it's all there.
Okay. Now, I do have a question.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you ever work with like people to advertise your services and kind of like a partnership advertising, modeling,
Um,
make some type of trade bargaining.
no, I've never had anybody ask me to do anything about that.
Would you like to? And she turns and kind of turns on the charm, the look, the eyes, the
Are you
Does
are you offering to be a model for my wares?
Sure. I mean, you have a beautiful place here, and I'm assuming, if my dress looks almost as good as what you're wearing, it'll be a win-win for both of us.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
And I will give you advantage for that because you are a beautiful woman talking to a beautiful woman. So, and you have complimented her establishment. That is fair.
Is 28 with a natural 20 high enough? I'm gonna own this place.
Well, everybody, that's the game. Caitlin owns the shop now, so fuck this. Oh my gosh. as you're kind of like giving her the eye, she kind of looks you up and down, and I think maybe yeah, I think this could work out. What are your rates? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, right now, to be honest, I do perform in local establishments as a singer. Talent. I could mention your products if anybody asks me, and I can make a comment in between songs. I don't really have a rate. To be honest, at this point, I'd be willing to look for exchange of services. You make me look good, I talk about you. And maybe if you need me to make an appearance now and then, I could do that.
Okay.
I'm not really a money person.
All right. I will give this some serious consideration, and I'll have an answer for you whenever you girls get back with your menfolk. Since your thing starts at 8, I recommend you get here before the 4th bell so that you have time to leave a little bit early to get there. Um, and I'll make sure there's a carriage here. There's 4 of you plus the 2 girls, so 6 of you total. Is that right? Yeah?
That's
Okay.
correct.
Perfect. Perfect. It's going to be great. You're going to look even more beautiful because you'll be wearing me. It'll be great.
Thank you. I
Sounds
so
awesome.
look forward to it. There's nothing that'll make me feel better than getting myself together and wearing a nice dress for a nice evening of you. Thank you
Perfect.
so much.
Perfect. I don't mean to be rude, but I do have to go help other customers. Feel free to browse around, look at different things, or, if you're going to go back and if you have anything else to do in the city, just make sure you're here, um, by the 4th bell, but I would like it a little bit sooner.
Okay.
Bye, girls.
Very much. Bye, Jasmine.
Bye.
Thank you.
She kind of walks around and goes over to where those bolts of material are, and she's just talking to a couple people over there.
As we're walking out, is there anything that looks interesting or in a
I
good
mean,
way or in a bad
this
way?
this whole place looks interesting. Um, you definitely understand why the watch appears, or you understand the value of the things that are in here. It is for its location. It is odd that these things of such value are in here. So you definitely understand why the watch every time they're hovering around this place, but as one is going by, they verify there's another within eyesight before they're continuing on whatever route they go.
Gotcha. And it
Um,
doesn't appear to be shady from what I can
um,
see.
why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Excuse me.
16?
With the 16, you're kind of just in awe, really, about this place. You finally realize that there is a light music playing from something somewhere that's just kind of sourceless but everywhere, kind of just like a classical sounding background theme. Nothing too exciting, nothing too dull. Um, just kind of there, and you know you understand that there are silks and there are linens and there's wool and there's something you've never seen of that looks even shinier and smoother than silk. You're some of the materials that are available are beyond what even you have seen around town, that you have seen other people use, and one of the, I would say, more well known or well off to dos than anybody else in the party, closer to the aristocrats than anybody else, I would say. There's materials in here that you don't think any of the people you've seen would have ever worn. But what you do see is every customer, there is somebody watching them, whether it is Jasmine or another attendant. There is a watchful eye.
So no shoplifting. Got it.
You can certainly try.
No, Caleb wouldn't do that anyway.
You can
Okay.
certainly try.
I guess, Portia, let's hurry back to Troll Skull Manor and get the boys here.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's go grab the boys first, and then we'll come back and get ready.
Okay,
Okay. And we'll start making our way back to Troll Skull Manor.
right on. Zerodol and Doug, I do remember that you both went up to the second level. Did you take a short rest or something while you were up there, or what is it you two were doing?
I was studying the wand books.
Okay, you were looking through the books. Okay, Doug.
I think I discovered Adnan
You did discover the Adnod Tegan spooning sensation, yes.
And
Just-
I think I was gonna try a little sleight of hand to
Oh,
the big spoon's arm over the little spoon.
oh, it was already there. But if you want to try a leg, the arm was already there. But if you want to try the big spoon leg, you definitely can.
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand check for moving Big Spoon's leg over the Little Spoon's body.
Doug has had quite the adventure today.
13.
Big Spoon, I need a perception check with disadvantage, please. So if you want to just roll twice and give me your lower number, sir. Since you're asleep and it is a -10, so we'll just keep that into account.
I didn't have negative charisma.
Who's the big spoon?
You were the Big Spoon. Adnan went to sleep first.
Ooh. I need perception.
Yeah, just roll 2 and give me the lower.
Did it not roll over here? Am I doing it all? Oh, there we go. 13.